In the heart of a magnificent woodland known as the Emerald Forest, life flowed to the rhythm of nightingale songs and the scurrying of squirrels. A young, clever fox named Phoenix, his fur the color of a fiery sunset, burst with energy. He was the fastest runner and the sharpest hunter, yet hopelessly impatient. High above him lived Stella, an old and wise owl perched on the tallest branch of the ancient thousand-year oak. She watched the world below with timeless calm. Their friendship was a strange mix of fire and ice. One bright morning, a silent disaster struck. A tall, gleaming wire fence, cold and metallic, mysteriously appeared and split the forest into two separate worlds. It wasn't just a physical barrier, it quickly became a psychological wall. The fence cut off access to Whispering River, the forest's only source of fresh water. Panic washed through the animals. The cries of frightened fawns and the anxious murmurs of beavers echoed everywhere. Furious, Phoenix stomped toward Stella. "Stella! Look at this! We have to break it down. With our teeth, with our claws. In an hour we'll be thirsty. We have to act now." Stella's golden eyes glowed like twin full moons. She stared at the fence and replied, "Phoenix, haste is the younger sister of fear. Sharpen your blade with thought, not anger. The problem is not big, our view of it makes it big." Phoenix hated hearing this, but for once, he didn't act blindly. Instead of wasting energy attacking the steel, he listened. He ran along the fence, searching for even the tiniest opening. He ran for hours. A kilometer forward, a kilometer back. Nothing. The fence seemed endless, like a steel serpent stretching forever, buried just a few centimeters into the earth. Exhausted, he returned and collapsed at the base of Stella's oak. "There's no way, Stella. It's a complete wall. We're finished." Stella gently spread her wings and smoothed her feathers. "When you look at the sky, do you search for stars or holes in the darkness? You were looking for a door, not a passage." She tapped her talon against the ground, pointing to a tiny plant growing beneath the fence. "Tell me, Phoenix, how did that little bush get through the steel?" "Well, its roots grew under it." "Exactly," Stella said softly. "Instead of looking upward for a solution, look downward. A barrier's strength is not in its height, but in the weakness of its roots." The truth hit Phoenix like lightning. He stopped looking above the fence and finally looked below it. The fence was only pinned to the surface. With enough digging, a passage could be made. Excited, Phoenix called for help. The strong brown bears, the hard-working badgers, even a determined team of rabbits. "We don't attack the fence," he shouted. "We go under it. Let's dig our way through." Hope sparked through the forest. The animals began digging fiercely, and before long, a wide, safe tunnel opened beneath the weakly rooted fence. One by one, they crawled through and raced toward Whispering River. After the last animal drank from the cool, refreshing water, Phoenix returned to Stella, who had watched everything from afar. He bowed deeply. "Stella, you taught us that every enormous challenge is rooted in something small. I'll never look at obstacles the same way again." Stella nodded proudly. "Phoenix, you found this path with wise leadership. You learned a lesson no claw can scratch or break. The greatest victories come from a change in perspective, not force. Now go. Be the leader this forest deserves. A leader who sees tunnels, not walls." Phoenix was no longer just a fast fox. He had learned that patience is the deepest sight in the world. And so began a new era of peace and reflection in the Emerald Forest.